Recording now. So if we want to export our InDesign project, there's a couple things we need to think about. If we're going to just export this so it can be viewed on screens, right, which is how a lot of things, even if they're designed in software like this, get viewed, we're going to think about this differently than if we're going to send it out to be printed. So to get started, let's just work with making a file for the computer. To do that, we're going to go to File, Export. And when we get the file ready to export, right, we'll give it a good name. We'll put it somewhere important. I put it in this folder for my project. And Adobe PDF Print. It's the next page, though, where we change some settings around. So I'll just say replace. Here's the deal. On the Adobe Export for PDF, we can kind of get into the weeds a lot about ways to save this thing. We can either export this as pages or spreads. Spreads is going to be where we have it like over here on our InDesign where there's a page on the left and a page on the right. It's going to print, it's going to make a PDF that looks just like this. The problem is for viewing on the computer, unless you've got images that go across the two pages, it's probably not something you need to really design for. Unless you're making pages that are supposed to open up and you see a big picture across two pages. Right? So for something like this, if I'm making a file for the computer, I want to export as pages, and then I'm just going to go in and say export. If I head back over to my PDF there, wherever it is, where are you at? There we go. Give it a second. It could not open because it's damaged. Let's see what happened. It's probably just because I opened it too fast after saving over a previous version of the document, and now the software is very confused. So let's close that. And don't save that. Alright, let's try that again. See what happens if I open our nice new one. Okay, yeah, just as expected. Right? It gives me this as nice pages that can be sent to somebody who maybe doesn't have access to a printer, and they can look at the whole thing, and life is good. So in general, that's probably how you're going to want to export any kind of document you make in InDesign. And then you're going to want to let somebody who handles printers worry about working on the print layout.